In Wire, you make things happen by creating and connecting nodes. To create a node, simply right-click on the canvas and select the node you want. For this example, I am looking for the repeat node, which is a video effect. To make a connection between nodes, simply click on the outlet of the first node and click on the inlet of the second node, and Wire will make the connection for you. If you're trying to make a connection that is not possible, Wire will gray it out. To demonstrate this, I will create an integer node. Besides right-clicking on the canvas, you can also double-click on the canvas and type what you need. Now that we have our integer node, let's try to connect the texture in node to it. And as you can see, that doesn't work. Hovering over the inlet of the integer node shows us that this node wants either an integer, float, or boolean value. And hovering over the texture in node shows us that this node sends out a texture 2D RGBA data type. They are not compatible. Let's get rid of the integer node. We won't need it anymore. To destroy the node, select and press either the delete or backspace key on your keyboard. Values inside nodes can be manually adjusted by either clicking and dragging the value or typing in a new value. Besides the parameters on the node itself, many nodes have specific functionality hidden in the inspector. We can access the inspector by clicking on the node. Here we have access to specialized features such as bit depth. In this case, we also see options for a wrap mode and an aspect ratio toggle. To keep the canvas clean of niche functions, we have hidden some of them by default. These functions can be revealed by right-clicking on the node and navigating to Visibility. Here you can toggle the functions on or off and hide or reveal everything. Let's reveal the wrap mode. To copy and paste nodes, you can use the Control or Command buttons plus the letter C and V like in most applications. Alternatively, you can click a node, hold the Alt key and drag out a new node, which is a copy. Nodes can also be replaced. To do this, right-click on the node and navigate to the Replace tab. Next, select a new node. For our example, I'll use Colorize. If you need to learn more about what a certain node does, you can open its example patch by right-clicking on the node and selecting Open Example Patch. This feature can also be found in the inspector. In the final part of this tutorial, I would like to talk about flow. Wire has two types of flow, signal and event. Signal means that the data transfer is continuous. It updates each frame. Signal in and out are circular. Events mean that the data transfer is event-based. It happens only once when the conditions are met. Event in and outlets are rectangular. Some nodes can operate in both flows, and other nodes are exclusively bound to one flow. Let me demonstrate this concept. Here we have a float node that sends out its value at signal flow. This is denoted by an outlet, which is circular. Connecting the float in to the frequency of the sine node is no problem. They are both operating at signal flow. Connecting the float in to the add node shows interesting behavior. The flow of the add node changes from event to signal, as this node can operate in both flows. This also demonstrates that you will not have to worry about flow too often, as most of the nodes in Wire can operate in both ways. Connecting the float in to the random node fails. The random node can only operate on event flow. To solve this problem, we can create an onChange node. This node converts a signal into an event. The other way around isn't necessary, as every node can convert events into signals internally. However, in this case, the onChange node is not even necessary, as we can change the flow of the float in node inside of the inspector. And that was it for this tutorial. Now, before you move on to the next tutorial, I'm going to give you a little bit of homework to do. Open up Wire and check out the basic tutorials. This will only take a few minutes and it will make sure that you get your fundamentals down the right way.